the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Armadillos of Tokyo taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Come back! Yellow!
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Attack!
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Set, cut. Black one. Go ready. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Blue striker. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ritter back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is brought in at the 21. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Chiefs at 4-11 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On Sunday.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Gay on 4th field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ready.
On play action, here's Ritter. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Let's go now.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 cycles. Hut.
Here's a give up the middle.
Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
White. Ready?
Ritter.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And his guys have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chiefs 3. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And this throw incomplete. of a defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Ritter off the play fake.
Going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Okay, right?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right.
The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, ready. Eagle blue. Black ultra. Yellow.
And Johnston sent in motion.
Faster, faster. Fly.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, Maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Going play action. Ritter.
He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5.
On the double. Blue check. Set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people in the NFL.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
First and 10 at the 32.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now here's Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the 2nd, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the 2nd quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Ritter with it after the play fake. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, finish the game.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. McCole Hardman. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Armadillos 48, Chiefs 13. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
George Karlaftis.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Down. Blaster. Stick. Rail. Yellow. Set. Cut.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bronco 80. Hey, smash Bronco.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Anthony Schwartz, 75 yards. And the Armadillos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Bass on for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Armadillos 44, Chiefs 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They're going to look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got it. Ready?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Here we go. Shot.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau
able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Going for the deep ball.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let go.
They'll drop to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Okay, break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Johnston sent in motion.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
Ritter now on 2nd down. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Option left, and Ritter keeps it.
He pitches it out. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Armadillos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
16. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Shreds the tackle. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
It looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Ritter now.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
At their own 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
88 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on Zoe Kravitz Face half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna look me at the teller, it's not that. I'm for the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, who shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.